my name is Caroline, and I'm here at the College of Vet Medicine here at Kansas State University in Manhattan, Kansas. I've got a list of questions to ask the students. Hello?
Hi Caroline, my name is Lindsey and I'm from Spring Hill, Kansas. I chose to come to vet school at K-State because I went to college here and Kansas is my home.
Hi Caroline, my name is Jason and I'm from Hutchinson, Kansas. I chose to come to K-State for veterinary school to learn about a wide variety of animals. One of my favorite animals right here is cattle because they're able to turn something that humans can't eat, like grass, into healthy and wholesome products like ice cream and cheeseburgers.
I'd like to ask if you learn about all animals in vet school.
In vet school, we do learn about all animals. We learn about small animals, which includes cats and dogs. We learn about large animals, which includes pigs, cattle, and horses like Jana. And we also learn about exotic animals, which can include animals that live in the zoo or out in the wild.
Nice! What type of animals do you want to work with? Zoo animals, farm animals, horses, or pets, or all of them?
I want to work with all animals when I'm a veterinarian, especially farm animals like cattle, sheep, goats, and horses. But I also want to work with pets like dogs and cats.
What's your favorite animal to work with?
My favorite animal to work with are alpacas because they're really cute and funny.
I know it's extremely hard to get into vet school. What did you do to get into vet school, and what should other students prepare to come?
You're right, it is really hard to get into vet school. It's really important to learn how to be a good student and be really enthusiastic about learning. It's also important to be involved, either in clubs or being involved within your community. If you can volunteer or work in a veterinary clinic, that's really, really good too.
This is the anatomy lab, where you can learn about bones and muscles. I love to work on puzzles and find the answers to complex problems. You use lots of problem-solving skills in your work and research.
We use problem solving every day in veterinary medicine. Because our animals can't tell us what's wrong, we have to use other sources like the CT machine, an MRI machine, or other diagnostic tests to figure out what is wrong, and so we can come up with the best plan to help them feel better.
What kind of research are you doing at the labs at K-State? Do you get to use cool equipment?
We do a lot of really cool research here at K-State. I've worked with pigs to make a vaccine for African swine fever. And I've also worked with cattle to make a vaccine for BVDV, which is bovine viral diarrhea virus. Here at K-State, we use a lot of really cool equipment every day, whether it's for research or if it's diagnosing sick animals.
This is the microanatomy lab. When you were my age, did you like math and science? Do you still use those skills a lot now as a vet student?
Great question, Caroline. Absolutely. I loved math and science growing up, and now every day I use math and science in helping treat animals, whether it's calculating drug dosages for treatments or for anesthesia.
Do animals and people have similar illnesses? Do they have similar medications?
That is a great question. Just like you or me, our animals can also get fevers, colds, and different diseases similar to us. Some diseases are called zoonotic diseases, which means those diseases can spread from humans to animals or from animals to humans. It's especially important to make sure we protect ourselves and our animals when dealing with zoonotic diseases. That's why we wear things like gloves and our white coats and occasionally masks or gowns to protect both the animals and ourselves.
As a student doctor, do you interact and communicate with people frequently?
That's a great question. Yes, we do interact with people frequently. Every pet has an owner, and pets can't tell us when they're sick, so we rely on what the owners tell us so that we can help the pet.
This is the clinical skills lab, where we learn about all animals. What is an exotic animal and how do you work on an exotic animal?
An exotic animal is any animal that you don't typically think of as a pet or as a farm animal. This can include any animal that lives in the zoo or any animal that lives in the wild.
Exotic animals are oftentimes endangered species, which means there are not very many of them in the wild. So as veterinarians, we still have to work with these animals to keep them healthy and protect them so that people can enjoy them and see them in the future.
What kind of exotic animals can also be pets?
Exotic animals that can be pets range from fish to hamsters to snakes, turtles, and lizards. Anything that's not a dog or a cat.
How is their care different than a cat or a dog? Do they need more water or do they eat a different kind of food?
The care of pet exotic animals can differ from your dog or cat. Some of these animals require environments more similar to a dry desert or maybe something more humid like a rainforest. It's important to understand these differences so that as veterinarians we can provide for their best care and keep them healthy and well cared for.
Do all veterinarians know how to take care of an exotic animal?
All veterinarians know how to take care of certain exotic animals. We all know how to take care of the animals that you would have as pets. However, there are special veterinarians that work with zoo animals and wildlife because that takes a little bit of extra training.
Do you like working with exotics or do they scare you?
I like working with some exotics, including bunnies and guinea pigs, but I am very scared of snakes and lizards, so I don't like working with them.
What is the most unique animal that has come into the vet hospital?
The most unique animal that I've seen is a hyena, like the ones right here behind me.
The coolest animal that I've seen come in that I got to work with was a giant anteater.
What are some other jobs that you can have if you're a doctor of veterinary medicine?
There are so many opportunities for veterinarians. You can work in research, doing research for both humans and animals. You could also work in the government, creating policies for animals and humans. You can work in food safety, doing meat inspections. You can also be a teacher.
Veterinarians are very involved in public health. What would one of those jobs look like?
That's a great question. One role of veterinarians as a public health official is to protect both the animal's health as well as human health. This can look like a variety of different ways, such as making sure that we keep our cattle healthy, as well as when animals provide food products, we make sure those are free of diseases that could spread to humans.
Thank you, Jason and Lindsay, for talking to me about your experiences in vet school. I feel like I've learned a lot. Good luck with the rest of your school.